every day. Why is church so empty? Because people is not hungry for God like they used to be.
Right.
You let this COVID, all of this stuff, bring them down and say, we don't got to go because we can do it at home. You don't have to beg your pardon. If you think you can just watch TV or listen to your radio at home, it's not the same thing as coming to the house of God and assembling yourself together.
Come on, brother.
We got to assemble ourselves to God. Assemble ourselves where He needs us to be.
Yes.
We got to assemble ourselves and stay still for God and let God reign inside of our churches.
Yeah.
Amen.
If you sat down at your door and sat down and wondered what you're going to do today, you need to get your in order. You need to get straight. You need to get where you need to be with God and be still and let God take control.
Amen.
We got to be still. Because God's wanting to do things. God's wanting to fill the churches. God's wanting to have revivals.
Yes.
We see revivals starting in the nations in a lot of places. And I believe it can start right here. I believe it can start anywhere we go. But we've got to be still. Know He's still God. Know that He's still got it in His hands. Know that He's still got every situation. Know that He can take everything out of our lives and put it where it needs to be. Because many times we'll fall. Many times we'll fall off the wayside, and some people just pass us by. Even some preachers will pass you by sometimes. But I want to tell you, it's time for us to step back up in His presence.
Yes.
Right.
But you know what? They were walking around the praise side. One guy walked inside and picked him up.
Amen.
Took him to get doctored and let him stay there and pay for his medication, pay for everything for him.
Amen.
That's the way we got to be, church. We got to get back and help one another.
Yes.
So we can be still with God and let God reign inside of the church and reign inside of the byways and the highways. We got to do these things. We go out in this life and world and in Mark chapter 11 and 23, for verily I say unto you, that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in their heart, but shall believe that those things which he said shall come to pass, he shall have whatever he saith. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you shall have them. And when you stand praying, forgive if you have aught against any of them, that your Father also which in heaven may forgive you all your trespasses. But if you do not forgive neither, your Father which you in heaven forgive your trespasses. In other words, we need to forgive one another.
Amen.
In other words, we need to do things. If we want something from God, we're going to have to get on our plan, get our pity party out of our life and get where we need to be with God and forgive our fellow man.
Yes.
I know many times we get distracted from your neighbors or something or another, but we got to lay our forgiveness beside and pray for it. Because I want to tell you, it takes a forgiveness and prayer. Just like that neighbor I tell you we was praying for, to either move him away or whatever. He didn't come to my house and didn't even move him. So I'm telling you, God can help you out. I don't know when He's moving, but I know God's got it in His hand.
That's right.
We can't turn nothing loose and let God not have. Because if we let God have anything in our life, it's distracting us from serving Him. God will move the mountain.
That's right.
God will move everything out of your situation. Sometimes you'll have people coming up at you trying to use, let the devil use them and trying to get used to the devil. And it ain't the person, it's the devil. That's what we got to understand. The person's just a person, but the devil's working inside that person. That's why we got to be still and let God take control. That's why we got to be still and let God take care of everything. So many mountains will come in your path. Many things will come in your life. Many things will flow trying to get your attention. But we got to stand still and know God's still with us. We can't just turn from our wicked ways on our own. We got to stand still for God. He said, if my people will turn from their wicked ways, I will heal their lands. Now I'm going to tell you, we got to turn from our wicked ways. We're His people. We're His royal priesthood. We got to turn from things that past. The things that bother us from the past, we got to let it go. Things that bother us in the future, we got to let it go. We got to go straight for God.
Amen.
Let God take control. Let God do what He wants to do in our life.
Amen.
I know this is pretty short today. I believe it's what God's wanting. I see if I can get a song. I'm going to get a song today.